And tonight could be their golden opportunity. Well, on so many levels, these Olympic Games have played out like a sometimes harsh reality show, going well beyond competition and climbing into the deepest, most personal aspects of an athlete's life. We've seen them reach their highest highs, and yesterday, for Canadian figure skating champion Joannie, their lowest of lows. It's difficult to even imagine finding the strength to compete after the sudden death of her mother, who just arrived here to watch her daughter on the world stage. But one thing we do know, Joannie is not alone. She'll have the support of this country and her teammates to help her through. Sarah Oleski was at Joannie's first practice skate after hearing the devastating news.
With a heavy heart just hours after the unexpected passing of her mother, Therese, Canadian national champion Joannie sought solace on the ice, still intending to compete at these games beginning on Tuesday.
I'm sure she's just going to go out there, and she said she was going to do it for her mom, and I'm sure she's going to do great.
She made the right choice, I know. And, she's going to have, millions of people sending their support and their love to her, and I know that she'll feel that. And that'll carry her through the next few days.
Our hearts go to Joannie and her.
Yeah, the whole Canadian team we're a really tight family, so we're really feeling for Joannie and her family. We know that Joannie is a very strong athlete. It puts the whole Olympic Games in perspective.
Support for Rochette came quickly from not just the close-knit skating community, but her extended Olympic family as well.
Other sports have been emailing, and Bob Nicholson from Hockey Canada gave me a call. So the bigger Olympic athlete group is totally drawn behind Joannie, and that means an awful lot to all of us.
Therese Rochette was just 55 years old and a constant support for her only daughter.
Well, her mom was very close to her, was a big part of her skating life, was involved very much in even her program concepts and things like that. Not in a supportive way, not in an interfering way, but it's a huge support network that's now being lost for Joannie, so it's going to be very, very difficult for her over the next few days.
There's something about an athlete, and as an athlete, I can honestly tell you that you find this inner strength that comes out, and I think that's why we become Olympians, and I think that's why we become these athletes. I think she is going to find that inner strength, and it's not just to perform and to skate, but it's going to be for her mom.
The plan, at least for the immediate future, is for Joannie to continue to stay in the Olympic Village. She had been roommates with Canadian ice dancer Tessa Virtue, but has since been moved into her own room. According to Skate Canada, she does not intend to address the media until after she has finished competing on Thursday. At the Vancouver 2010 Winter Olympic Games, I'm Sarah Oleski.
It just continually amazes me that in the span of 17 days, life inevitably takes over,
Well, the pure mathematics of the number of athletes at these games is that you're going to have things that happen, significant events that happen.
But the loser's death, was shocking. This, for her, is shocking.
I think it's going to be... Joannie, I think one of two things will happen when she skates. Obviously, I'm not a figure skating expert, but I think it will either she'll be emotionally overcome, which I think everyone in the nation, the world would understand if she couldn't compete, or perhaps it will be, with all this going on around her, liberating to be on the ice, the place she's more comfortable, and any pressure when it comes to results is all off now. No one expects Joannie, I don't think, probably except herself, to actually be able to take all this in and somehow compete well. So perhaps it'll be liberating, at least for those 2 times she's on the ice.
I was actually speaking to Marie-France Debreuil this morning about this very issue, and she said that, through their work with psychologists, these athletes have ways to shut out the real world, and those mechanisms will have to kick in for Joannie if she is going to accomplish anything on the ice starting tomorrow night.
And I think we've seen that just in the poise she showed in her practice yesterday, that it will probably be after the competition is over where all the reality set in. We continue on Olympic Daytime. Lots more ahead for you.